everyone, this is Chloe from Cousin DIY. Today we're going to make these fun July 4th earrings. They remind us of those rocket pops, the red, white, and blue ones you see around the 4th of July. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is cut 3 12-inch lengths of beading wire. The next step is to put those 3 lengths of wire together. And put the middle of those joined wires through the bottom loop of an ear wire. Slide it to the middle. Make sure they're even. At least as even as possible. Next, we slide the end of the joined beads, all the ends, through one crimp tube. Make sure you've got all the ends. And slide that crimp tube up to the base of the loop on the bottom of the earring. Next, you're going to crimp. Take your crimper and crimp that crimp tube closed. If you don't have a crimping tool, you can use needle nose pliers. The next step, we're only going to have 5 strands, beaded strands on each of these, so we're going to cut one off. The next step is to slide 3 of these AB pipe beads up onto all the joined wires. Slide them all the way up. Now we're going to separate the wires. And we're going to do 9 of each color. We're going to do 9 red, 9 white, and 9 blue onto each individual wire. As I've mentioned in the past, e-beads can be a little bit irregular, so try to choose e-beads that are somewhat similar in shape. You might find a kind of a flat one or a deformed one every once in a while. Next, we're going to slide on 5 of these small little seed beads. And lastly, we're going to slide crimp tube onto the bottom of that, and we're going to carefully close that crimp. And I decided to do 2 crimps on the bottom each time just to make sure the beads are extra secure on each wire. Again, and if you don't have crimping pliers, you can use, your needle nose pliers. And then we trim off the bottom of that wire. And next, we're going to repeat that on the remaining 4 wires. The next step is to repeat this one more time on the same ear wire. So we've got 3 12-inch lengths of beading wire. We are putting the middle through the loop at the bottom of the ear wire. The next step is to slide all these wire ends through a crimp tube. Make sure you get all of them. Slide that crimp tube up to the top. We'll crimp it closed. And then you'll repeat the same process we used on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back with you when I'm done. There. We repeat it one more time, which I've done for the matching earring. Let's see what they look like. What do you think? Wow, that's a statement. If you prefer, you can always use less than 9 of each color bead to make them a little bit shorter. You can use more and make them a little bit longer. If you decide to make a pair of your own, please share them with us on Instagram at #CreateWithCousin. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you again soon. Bye.